Hey, okay. Mhm. Let's go ahead and turn off standard mode here on Discord. Um, I'm not entirely sure if we are picking up the. Oh, that's fine. I'm not sure if we're picking up the fans blowing around in the background or anything. So, quickly, I'm going to check for that, and then we should be good to keep going. Going.
Great atmosphere.
Going.
Great atmosphere.
Going. I forgot that it also picks up when I pull up the YouTube. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so I've got a couple of recent pickups. The animatronic being one of them. So recently I've expanded my killer roster with, let's just go from top down, I guess. I picked up Bubba. I picked up Demogorgon. I picked up Nemesis. I picked up Mastermind, Singularity, Lich, Animatronic, and the First. And I got the artists using shots. Currently, the plan is to get Prestige 1 on all killers that I have unlocked. That way I can, utilize their perks on other killers. And then we're going to do the same thing for survivors. But we're going to be playing some Death Slinger. Because I like his kit. The build, at least for now, is Bitter Murmur, No Way Out, Nowhere to Hide, and Dead Man's Switch. With Bitter Murmur being interchangeable with Deerstalker. So Deerstalker, every 30 seconds, the survivor with the least time in chase sees your aura for 3 seconds. Whenever survivor sees my aura, I see theirs. No Way Out starts with 12 seconds, and then adds 12 seconds for every token. Nowhere to Hide, anytime I kick a generator, I see the auras of survivors within 24 meters. And Dead Man Switch. Whenever I hook a survivor, the first time a survivor stops preparing a generator, it's blocked. And then it's, goes up cooldown. I might consider swapping Nowhere to Hide for Spies from the Shadows, or I don't know. Hubris might be pretty good. Not opposed to taking Gearhead. You can actually see the people that I most recently leveled up. I might also swap out like Dead Man Switch for Oppression. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it shapes out. I might swap Deerstalker for Nurse's Calling if I see that I'm injuring a lot of people but not actually doing anything while they're healing themselves. Well, we'll see how it all shakes out. I'm not opposed to any particular playstyle. Sounds like we hit a match. You'll have to let me know if anything starts being weird or overly fucky. But it looks like it's holding steady so far. So we'll see what shakes out. Oh, give up. Yeah, they're running the Bloodshot Eyes. The Bloodshot Eye is a personal offering. It increases your blood point generation by 100%. It's pretty good. So the Blood Moon event is just really it's your opportunity to earn a whole bunch of blood points for what you're already doing anyway. I want to say we've got a 6 times multiplier on for the rest of the event. So we've got a generator up there, one over there. That's actually really far away. I'm going to start by checking this corner. Deer Stalker tells me there's a person over here. So the big way to get good value out of Deer Stalker is to let it tell you where the people are. Let's go. We're gonna reload here. Somebody already popped the generator. That's a blood generator, so that progressed quickly anyway. We'll let the chain break. Alright, fair enough. Just outside my left side window. Run around the building. Back over here. Look this way. Running to the farmhouse. And she's dead. She was on the wrong side of the pallet here. Is what happened. She has boil over, so I have to put her on the nearest duck. Which, much to my benefit, is right here. So, teammate went for a flashlight save that didn't work. We'll let her go. Somebody was working on that generator there. It's good to know. This one is pretty close to being done. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to break the door down. Smash that. Hi, buddy. Yep. Ooh, lucky call. Lucky. Goes outside. Immediately to the unhook. Which means he is now traded. And now I get to go for the Fang Min, who is at the top of the stairs. Gonna drop. Yep. Yeah, so for No Way Out, I want to hook people. The more first hooks I get, the better. Because per first hook I get an extra 12 seconds on the exit gates being blocked. Yeah, you're coming with me. You are not the one with the flashlight, so I need to be careful about that. Hey, look at that. They both have beamers. So this means we're going over here. I can hook you without worrying. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I gotta give it to you. I don't believe there's anywhere to vault over here. There is not. Just this location. And somebody else got their teammate off the hook, which is very nice of them. She is unfortunately not very good at breaking line of sight. She's gonna be fucked for it. I'm not sure where she is. Already crawling towards her teammates, no doubt. Means I want to go towards the nearest hook again. So in our case, we're going to go right over there. You can see their teammate up there on the second floor. They're going to try and finish this generator on the second floor. I did just hear somebody fall down, though. Yep. Lucky dodge. Gotta give it to him. So they went for a vault. And now this one is dead. Guaranteed. So we're just gonna face the wall while we pick up. Turn around, and she's dead. Immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Good call. We'll destroy the pallet. Good call. Yep. I thought she was going to go for the window there. Pallet. There's the window. Now, if she vaults the window too many times while she's in chase, it does get blocked. I was going to say, if I gauge this survivor correctly, they're going to try real hard to lead me away from everything. Unfortunately, I don't know that it's going to matter. Yep. We'll take a blind shot. Not that it matters much. Yep. And she's down, which of course now means that I get my full stacks on my perk. So I don't actually care anymore if they get generators done, because it doesn't matter. They can get as many generators done as they'd like. It doesn't change the fact that they are not getting out of here for an additional minute once the exit gates are powered and they try to touch them. I was gonna say, I know somebody's around. They just completed that generator. Whatever. They're both injured and they're hiding. So my guess is somebody either burned a sprint burst or there's somebody over here. There's Dwight. Picked a bad time to start running, jump. And that blocks that generator for a few seconds until I pick up this white. And he's going on this hook right here. So now, Ada has to get this unhook if she wants to preserve hook states, which she's going to, because she's overly altruistic. Most survivors tend to be. And this is kind of unfortunate for them. They never had a chance in the first place. From the minute I killed the fourth girl, they were just kind of screwed anyway. But now they're just dead, flat out. So I'll give it to them. They led me on a couple pretty good chases. All in all, 4 generators is not anything to sneeze at. Unfortunately, it just doesn't matter enough. I did kind of have to sit and puppy guard that one girl. I think it was the Yui Kimura, and make sure that she got out of the game. But such is the nature of baiting the hook. When you set out bait, you don't, ignore it. You go and make sure that it actually gets bit. We'll go ahead and redeem our stuff. We're going to go down here to the animatronic and spend all of our blood points that we just earned. We got what we got out of that. We come back over here to Deathslinger, and we're going to keep playing. Yeah. Such as, the game. All in all, it's not very difficult. Sometimes, you'll get lucky, you'll get a band of survivors who either don't know what they're doing, or the map just really is unfavorable for them. It happens quite frequently, in fact. About one out of every 2 or so games of mine for Deathslinger are pretty alright. I've had, win streaks and loss streaks playing as Deathslinger, just like any other killer, but he's pretty good. His whole power is the spear gun. And frankly, loading into a game where you have a gun and the survivors don't, even if you have a limited range on it, is just fantastic. Alright, seems like we got another match. Looks like we've got an entirely different group of survivors to do. Cool. Alright, so we're loading into Ironworks of Misery. Looks like they're gonna spawn this direction, probably. So, you can mostly tell because I spawn opposite the survivors for the most part. Obviously, like, depending on the map shape, that gets different. You know, like right here. It's just empty. But, like, that one's been used for blood, so they're going to want to be at the nearest blood generator. There we go. Yep, somebody cocked up a skill check over there. Somebody else is running over here with a blood can. Somebody fucked up another skill check. Not sure what you expected there, bud. Yeah. So, Deerstalker told me there was somebody way over there. Basement is literally right here, but we're not going to play basement, because, frankly, there's no point. But so, I know they fucked up that generator. I saw Dwight running left to right over there. Or, sorry, that was Bill, is his name. His name is Bill Overbeck. He's running to this blood generator. Yep, there he is. Hi, Bill. I was gonna say, given that he wants to touch it so bad, he's not very bright. Slams the pallet and vaults it. Somebody's going for that Fangman, no doubt. But I'm more preoccupied with my buddy Bill, who is now... Golly. Did she gamble, or did they just leave her there? Golly. Don't think it's been that long. So, survivors can bring an item that lets them basically gamble their life away a little bit. On... Let's see, where did he go? Left. Yep. Anyway, they can bring an add-on that basically allows them to gamble their life away a little bit. It, basically, it's, they get so many chances at unhooking themselves, and if they mess it up, then they go straight to stage 2. So either she's trying to kill herself, or she tried to gamble a little too hard and just died as a result here. Yeah, no, she just took off into the building. Oh well, I'll smash this pallet because it's particularly so-so. Yep. Yeah, you can't just be hiding there, dude. So we'll go ahead and take her over here. We'll avoid the pallet, because if a survivor puts a pallet in your face while you're carrying another one, you automatically drop the one you're carrying. It's not great. You don't want to let it happen to you. This generator is near completion, and there's the other problem. It's a bit of a bummer that I did not see where Bill was, but that's okay. He's probably busy healing or working on something else. She goes up. Now she's going all the way up here. No doubt just to vault something and get down. Yep, there goes the vault. Which sees her back outside. Nope. Over here. Now she's dropped all the way down to the bottom floor. And it's not this way. You can tell by the scratch marks and their, well, how red they are, how fresh they are. So the scratch marks is the game's way of telling you where a survivor has gone. Just in case you might have lost sight of them for whatever reason. So this is a little unfortunate. I don't think there's anyone in this lobby who brought a flashlight. I didn't look, to be fair. And even if I had looked, it doesn't matter now, because I've already got all my stacks for my part. This generator has been worked on, so I'm going to kick it. See if there's anybody hiding. I don't see anybody. However, Yep. So Deadman Switch just activated for this generator as a result of her letting go of it. Either because I pushed her off of it, which I did, in fact. I walked over and put enough pressure on it that she had to let go. Or just as a result of the gas can running dry. If the blood can runs out, they let go of the generator. Yep, go on. Drop pallet. So, her toolbox, no doubt... Can't believe I whipped that. Her toolbox, no doubt, is one that she's intending to use for generator repair, but that she either can't or won't due to the fact they're blood generators and she can't repair them with... Yep, we'll just put some pressure on. That's all I really need to do. There's nothing saying that I need to get all 4 kills right now. In fact, I'm very much benefited by not going for all 4 kills immediately. He vaults the window. I vaults the window. Yep. And she fell down trying to get more space. So, a bit unfortunate. This loop is actually too long, and I gain enough space here that this doesn't matter. And even if she had made it to that pallet, which now she's going to try to, yep, I can just play wider on the pallet. I don't need to care about that. Somebody fucked up a skill check on that generator run. So we'll go check that in a minute. But I like dedicating myself to as many chases as possible to give them a chance. Especially, you know, when it's a little rough, like these are. So we'll reload here, and then we'll pick her up. And we're gonna just take her to basement, because it's the closest hook. It's down here in the basement. So we'll go ahead and bring her down here. Now they have to come get her, or she dies, is the ticket there. Usually, you know, you can leave them to hang for a little bit. You know, your team will be able to come get you. But in their case, somebody just fucked up a skill check on that generator. Or rather, that was DMS popping. That was Deadman Switch. So somebody's over here and they let go of that generator. And if I had to guess... Yep, somebody went for the Sable. Well, that's fine. DMS is almost back. So, we'll just... So her moans of pain is actually what gave her away there. Go on. Yep, drop it. These survivors in particular are not willing to play around pallets. And I can kind of see why. I mean, I've seen their skills. Bill is no doubt going to heal her right there in the basement, because he doesn't care about generator completion. Unfortunately, being, you know, a body down due to her gambling addiction, they're not going to win this one purely on numbers. Yep, so they got a blood generator done. It doesn't matter. The next one they touch and let go of is going to blow up on them anyway. Yep. So there's Bill popping his. Yep. And we're just going to kind of chase her a little bit. You know, we don't need to do a whole lot. We just need to get one hit on her. Bill, I think, is going to go for the unhook here, because he's healthy. So, we'll smash this, and then we'll go right back for Bill. Or, I guess we'll just catch her, because she's an idiot and thought we were going to chase her up there. Golly. So we're just gonna go ahead and kill her. Now, the really strong thing here would actually be for the Bill to have been running the perk called Flashbang. But I doubt he's got that perk. So yeah, they completed a generator, and I know Bill's around. Last seen he was over this way. Yep, there he is. And he's gonna hightail it. Yep, hi buddy. You smart enough to play around this? No, you're not. Yep. And then he comes over here. Yep. And he just doesn't make it to the window in time, because my lunge is longer than he thinks it is. So we're gonna go ahead and hook him. And then, if the other girl comes to unhook him, she dies. Just straight in. She doesn't have anything to help herself here, so it is unfortunately just a matter of she dies. You know, I can applaud the dedication. I can really back up and support their plans here, but unfortunately, damn, Deerstalker popped and I wasn't looking. Fortunately, she's got to be at one of the 3 blood generators around here. Or trying to sneak in and get Bill. Either way. Yeah, she was just there at the blood pump. Yeah. You can hear the moans of pain if you listen. So, this is unfortunate. Yes, I'm a hooker by trade in this game. Alright, let's go take a walk. Let's see if we can't find Hatch. Oh, well, she disconnected. So now I don't feel bad about putting her up on the hook and killing her. Oh well. I was gonna see if I could find her the hatch, but she disconnected, so whatever. Go next. Oh well. Whatever. Go next. Yeah, we have a 6 times modifier on our blood point gains, so we're really using the opportunity here to earn pretty much as much as we can. And I, in particular, am using it to level up all of my killers that I got to Prestige 1. So, as you prestige characters, you get their perks available on every other character. You unlock items for each character by going through the blood web for that character. And as you progress through the blood web up to the prestige, prestiges 1, 2, and 3 give you the green, the blue, and then finally the purple versions of their perks. And once you hit purple, there's no progressing the perk any further. It just caps out there. But yeah, once you hit purple, there's no progressing the perk any further. You can just play with the best version of that perk. But once you hit Prestige 3 with a character, every other character on that side of the game, so for Survivors or Killers, they automatically get that perk at purple level. So there's no need to worry about, like, oh, well, I'm not going to unlock it in the Blood Web, because you've got to automatically unlock it. Personally, I prefer Prestige 1, as it guarantees that you will see the perk in the Blood Web, and you don't have to spend the points on getting it green level. So they're probably going to be somewhere over thereabouts, if I had to guess. Yeah, you can already see somebody's interacting with this blood generator. Yep, there's Dustin. Hi, buddy. Pallet? No pallet. There's the pallet. Yeah, this is a little unfortunate for you, buddy. So he's getting knocked down here. I didn't see a flashlight on any of his teammates. That doesn't mean they won't have one. Or other perks that let them stun me. Like this Steve Harrington. Who does in fact have a flashlight. Come here. Yeah, you're not sticking around with me, buddy. You and me, we're taking a trip. We're going right down here. So they're probably gonna get Dustin here in a minute, if I had to guess. Yep. And then they're gonna want to heal. But Dustin, of course, knows that I'm coming. He's smart, so he got out of the way. DMS blocked that one. That's good to know. They're probably going to get Steve Harrington off the hook next. So let's start moving this way preemptively. The basic goal is to force them into a decision. As to, you know, who gets traded onto the hook versus traded off the hook. So in our case, I'm actually going to take her down to the basement, where she's going to unhook Steve. And that, of course, is going to get traded in for Steve. Ooh. Yeah, they mistimed that, unfortunately for them. Yep, and because they mistimed that, now he is also getting put in the basement. You want to play games, you win prizes. This one has boil over, so boil over increases how much of the wiggle actually moves me. It also causes her to progress the wiggle bar faster. Let's see. The odds are somebody's waiting in the wings to save them, but that generator got bombs. So I'm gonna let it go. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna take a look. So somebody's going for an unhook, no doubt. Yeah, you can already see the scratch marks that have gone in. There's one unhook, which means they're going to get the second. Hi, everybody. So she takes the protection hit. I'm not sure where their friend went. Yep. Yeah, he got body blocked, unfortunately. She's downed, and if Steve's not careful here, he goes down too. Yep, he's not careful, and he goes down. And they all go down to the basement. This is, unfortunately, not my favorite way to play this game, but it is an effective one. If they're gonna be, you know, fools and play stupid games, they're gonna win stupid prizes. So... let's see. Yep. I was gonna say she's the most progressed, but that doesn't mean jack diddly. We're gonna take Steve down and put him on second hook. So he has been illuminated for reasons beyond me. I don't know what perk that is. I was gonna say somebody's hiding in this locker, no doubt. Hi, Kate. So Kate and her prom queen skin is going to go down to the hook, down to the basement. Next hook. And last but not least is Dustin, wherever he's hiding. I did not actually see where DMS popped. But I'm gonna assume it's okay. This is one of the ones they've been working on a lot, and I want to pick it anyway. So, odds are Dustin is going for the unhooks. That would be the wise thing to do, that would be the intelligent thing to do, and I think I can even see scratch marks for it. Nope. So, wherever Dustin is, he's not, well, he's not backing his team up. Yep, somebody died. Guarantee you, somebody else dies here. Yep. So they're probably gonna have him play for Hatch. Would be my guess. So we'll go ahead and we'll pick this generator. See if I can read out on anything. There he is, on the other side of the map. So we're just going to take a bit of a stroll and go get him. Assuming he doesn't find Hatch before we do, which odds are he won't. The odds are he's going to be checking around Shack for Hatch. Yep, he got out. GG. That was deeply unfortunate. Yeah. I gotta give it to that Dustin. That was well played. The rest of them, that was really, really bad timing. They should not have gone all at once. Even if they are, you know, a bunch of solo players, they really, really should have just, like, let one or two of them go down there, maybe. But frankly, for them to let all of them go down there, frankly, the fact that they got out with anybody at all is impressive. It's it's a little unfortunate when you see players who, I mean, for one reason or another, they're just not very good. Um, and then, you know, because they're not very good, they just kind of tend to get, like, dog-walked a little bit. It's really unfortunate, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad way to play the game. There definitely weren't bad players. It was just unfortunate that, like, I put one of them in the basement, which turned into I put two of them in the basement because Steve didn't actually, like, gauge where I was correctly. And then that turned into I put three of them in the basement because the, you know, the girl who went down and got both unhooks didn't get out of the way fast enough because she wanted to try and get a flashlight save instead of just getting out. Which then, of course, turned into almost I had four people in the basement because Dustin came over to help. And, of course, Dustin got, you know, out because he got far enough away. But really, like, they should have just left the one in the basement alone for a little bit, let her hang, and, you know, progress some generators or do something, anything else, to maybe get my attention elsewhere. Because at least that way, you know, like, they could have made some distance, made some space, and then with that, like, they could have had better chances at, you know? I see one flashlight going in. I see two medkits. So I should anticipate these two are going to heal each other or themselves. This one's going to be somebody I need to focus on. She's got to die if she starts trying to go for flashlight saves. It's pretty nice being good enough to actually talk about, like, the gameplay, but it's a little rough sometimes. But this is some variant of the Yamaoka estate. We can already see there's somebody over there working on the job. Looks like maybe even 2 summons. We're gonna also immediately start walking over him. Wow, I missed that and he was standing still. That's real bad, actually, for me. Hi, buddy. Yep, go on, flashbang, that's fine. Or, well, firecracker, I guess. Yeah, do whatever. I'm just, I'm gonna come over here and kick this. Because, you know, I care about it. Yeah, she wants me to go on chase with her. She's probably, honestly, probably justifiably even, pretty sure she can win it. Yep, she's got finesse. Unfortunately, finesse doesn't stop, you know, gun. Where'd she go? Back the way she was already going. Cool. That's how I know they've got somebody else over here working on this now. Yep. Yep. And it's already almost done, so they want to keep me off of it. Which is really cute, because I'm not going to give them what they want. And this does what I wanted it to anyway. It injures and it leaves a deep wound, which is always nice. And now she gets hooked. Because there's no way her friend is close enough to go for the flashlight save here between me and this hook. Unless their Jake is running sabotage, and I doubt he is because he's got the firecracker. So we'll go ahead and hook her. And then we'll go push the generator so that somebody gets off of it. Which will no doubt cause it to be blocked by Dead Man Switch. Ooh. Interesting choice, switching generators. We'll see how well it pays out. Yeah, so anytime it looks like a survivor wants you to enter into chase with them, oftentimes it's because they have perks that they think give them options in chase. And they're correct. But that's usually the reason, is that they think they have quote-unquote chase build, when really what they have is a couple of options and a willingness to put them to use. He vaults it. Ooh, gotta give it to you. That was good. That was good. Yep, redrop the pallet. Always good call. Always good call. Come on, buddy. Let's not play games. You're getting fucking hooked here. Ooh, you've got boil over. You think you're cute. Cool. Nearest hook is... Unfortunately, I am blinded to the nearest hook, but there it is. I was gonna say, nearest hook is somewhere. I'm not allowed to know, because, they're a little busy. Blinding me. With boil over. So we're gonna go ahead and kick this one. Just because I want to know... Yep, there's somebody over here. Really, I wanted to know if there was anybody coming for Jake. That girl is gonna jump through a window over to here. Almost without a doubt. She's going for the Jake now. Gotta give it to her. Girl knows her stuff. Go on, body block me. Yeah, nah. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That was good. That was good. Go on. She hops the window. Yep. Yep, so even if she breaks the chain here, I'm still winning, because I still get a health state out of it. Yep. Little too close there on the CJ tech. So a CJ tech is a particular maneuver wherein you vault a pallet one way and then you vault it again the other way in quick succession in a valiant effort, I'll give it to her, to attempt to get mind games off. Unfortunately, she just didn't get far enough. Where'd your Ada go? That's the question. Yep. Yep. So you're getting hooked here. And I'm not even gonna... Yeah, I'm not even gonna entertain that flashlight save. Yeah, you're just down for it, because you're stupid. And you didn't actually think about where you were positioned before you initiated that hook save. Yeah, so ideally they, think about where they are in respect to where, like, the hook is when they attempt to do a flashlight save like that. It is doable, and she's going to go immediately right back for him. Which is deeply unfortunate for her, because now we're much closer to the hook I was taking her to. So she's getting 2 hook states, and is just, not winning in terms of actually getting what she wanted out of this. So Michonne, I think, is over there fueling up this generator. And I do need to hook her, unfortunately. Nope, it's Ada. So Ada dies here, and Michonne goes for the unhooks. If they get anything at all here. Gotta say, they've got me here. Yep. So I think that was Michonne went for the unhook, more than likely. And they're healing under hook. Probably. So that would mean it's Ada then. More than likely. Yep. Yeah, the unfortunate part is you're not off hook long enough for you to be safe. So despite making all of this distance, and I will give it to her, she's made good distance. It's just not enough. Yep. Yep. And now her options are either stay, deep wounded. Gotta give her to her. She had me there. Unfortunately, that's a much weaker loop than what she initially had. And now she's just dead here. So, even if nothing else, I'm getting 48 seconds of time on this. And I still haven't found Michonne yet, which... Hi, Ada. Which is, kind of unfortunate for them. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to take her over here. And now, the only person left is Michonne, and I know where she is, because she's over there. Because DMS told me exactly which generator she was working on. So I know she's over here. I don't exactly know where, but I know she's over here. And I've already found the hatch. So. Oh, yeah. Yep. So she caused the loud noise notification there, and then she ran away, which I saw because of deer stuff. I don't actually have time to be combing all of this, but I do have the time to dedicate to being over here. because there she is. And unfortunately, even touching the door now doesn't mean jack diddly, because she's just not getting out. She's just not getting out. Unfortunately, too much time was spent with her trying to wait for this one door to open, that now she's just not getting it. I'm not sure if I'm any comments. So yeah, there's that. It's not so yeah, particularly difficult, I should say. To, you know, play the game. But it can be a little a little difficult to keep everything straight. Yeah, so Jake brought in a party starter. Was hoping to use that to save somebody. Blast mine, head on, boil over, and flashbang. Yeah, it's for the best that he got out pretty quick. Left behind would have told Michonne where the hatch was if I didn't find it immediately. Teamwork throwdown is pretty good. Whenever you blind or pallets on a killer, gives endurance and sees the aura. But she didn't bring an item for stuns. She brought in a medkit, so she really should have been doing more. Last stand is pretty good, and conviction is pretty good. Yeah, will to live on 801. Yeah, that's a good call. I can't believe that she wasn't harder to find, to be honest with you. And then, of course, the Nia with Finesse, Power Struggle, Unbreakable, and Boil Over. Yeah, Nia was built around trying to up herself and do a lot of wiggling to get off my shoulder. Unfortunately, it just didn't. It just doesn't work. When, you know, you put yourself down right in front of a hook, it's very difficult to actually make that happen. Especially, you know, when it happens again right in front of a hook. So there's Prestige 1 for the animatronic. I actually really want the first. His perk, Turn Back the Clock, lets you break a generator without having to touch it. Secret Project is really good with totems. And then Hex Hive Mind is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's an alternative kind of endgame win con type stuff. It's not great, it's not the best, but it is pretty good. I'm not entirely sure why the live chat is. Yeah, I'm still. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'm at my grandmother's doing yard work, but
Uh,
it wasn't the bolt that stripped. It wasn't the mold that stripped. It the thing that allows for the bolt to basically clamp down, like the mold centering. When you look at machine number 4 in the image, the one that's all manual,
yeah.
there's 4 bolts, 2 on either side. I broke one of those. I basically broke the socket for one of the 4.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I don't think so.
it's not great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, but the problem is that that's probably like a 60 to 80-year-old machine.
Yeah, they still make parts for them.
I hope, dude. I don't know.
I do.
I hope they do.
My boss won't shut up about how much they had like spare parts. Just had to custom order basically, and I mean all of those parts need to be like fucking machined anyway. Oh, I see that fucking flashlight.
Gotcha. What are you playing?
Dead by Daylight. I'm streaming it on the YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone watching?
My dad. Last I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if Tim told, but we're getting a new. He said he was going to try and get a sticker in of my goober picture behind the machine.
Yeah, he texted me about it and goes, "Memify this man." I said, "Turning you into a reaction, Soy Jack."
Damn right. I hope you do.
It would be funny.
You will.
Protection from
Would
losing
indeed.
your stuff.
Anyway, I gotta get back to cleaning up these branches.
Alrighty, brother.
I cut off a 3 branch, and then there's a whole branch of tree that we got to take down.
Yeah.
That I'm looking at. So fun.
I believe it.
Okay, well, later, buddy.
Alrighty, see you later, brother.
See you later.
Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, we are playing Dead by Daylight for the YouTube channel. Which means actually I'm going to want to stop streaming it on Discord.
Okay.
If you want to watch, you can go see on the YouTube channel.
Yes. I have added the clunkers into Gmod
I believe it.
as one does.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can... Nice. Okay, anyways.
I have also committed several acts of heinous crimes against many people in Gmod.
Well, I suppose it's better to do it in Gmod than anywhere else.
Yep.
But there goes somebody already.
Though I'd argue you should do that in, Arma, but Arma's a different story.
Excuse me? What's going on right now? Why is my mouse outside the window? Hello? What the fuck is going on right now? Yeah, you know what? I gotta give it to you. That was pretty good. That one was not quite so good, in fact.
Bird.
You're an idiot. What, did you think I wouldn't switch targets? Yeah, no, dude. You're not just gonna skulk around the edge. Mm-hmm. Let me break this shit.
I did a crazy and modded the log somehow.
That's not difficult to do, by the way. I see you.
I like how it's easier to mod.
Ooh!
Dark than it
That
is
was clean.
red.
That was very clean. Unfortunately, you know, you can only really do that once before I catch up. But that was clean. So you're gonna hang. Yep, there goes one generator. Without a doubt, this one's gonna pop next. There's another girl. Somebody unhooked him. You know, I put him up there for a reason.
Catch on.
Yeah. You're coming with me. I don't even care that you've got boil over because I saw the hook you're going on. It's right here. So that's two. And the next generator that gets let go of is going to be blocked. Which was that one. Yep, there you are. Gonna say, so you stopped running. You want to talk about it? I don't think you want to talk about it. Yeah, so you're getting talked to. There he goes. That's the window. Which pallet. Yeah. You really should have pre-dropped that pallet the minute you were through it, dude. Yeah, so once again, we're down to, you know, 3 generators left. Unfortunately for them, I happen to know where at least one of them is. Yep. Ooh, good dodge, good dodge. Yep, they can unhook her, that's fine. Hi, buddy. What, you forget that I can go through that? just completely unabated because, you know, you didn't actually do anything to the pallet. It just kind of stays there when it's destroyed. I'm not sure that these guys are very good, to be honest. Like, I have no doubt that they're, you know, passable, probably, but... Let's see. There you are. I was gonna say, I know one of you is over here. Yep, and you swing wide around the fringe of the house. And you're going to go left here. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, No Way Out is going to ensure I get at least a kill this game. If not more. Which knows? Golly. Man, I'm having some serious struggles here. One of these is going to connect, though. Ooh, that was a lucky save. Yep. I thought I already reloaded. Golly. Just can't hit for nothing. Ooh, I almost connected with that one. Unfortunately. Yep. Alright. Yep. Yep. And because they're fools, they're running for the exit gate. Without realizing that it's blocked. For another 20 or so seconds. Yep, you're still hiding over there. Yep. I see you. Yep. That's the window. Wherever you went. I was gonna say, you're getting hooked right the fuck here. I'm surprised you still had endurance. Yep, you're downed, and you're immediately getting hooked. Yep. And of course they go for the unhook on her. Alright. Okay. She mended. Yep. Go on, bud. Since you want to belt it so bad, go on. Yep, I can hear that exit gate popping. Oh well. Yeah. I'll make an effort. Yeah. Turned a no kills game into a 4 kills game with one perk. Now imagine what I could do if I had Blood Warden. So Blood Warden is a perk. I can't remember who has it. It's a Freddy perk. It is this one. When an exit gate is opened, once for trial, when I hook a survivor, both of them are blocked for 60 seconds. And then we've also got Remember Me, which causes the exit gates to open slower. So it's, you know, it's worth its payment. Just those two perks alone make opening exit gates much, much slower. Which is very nice when you're playing against a group of survivors who are particularly good at staying out of your way. Alrighty. Okay. I spawned on this end, so they're probably over in that corner-ish. Because they're gonna want to come over this way. There's one of them working on that blood generator. I'm just gonna go ahead and start walking this way. We'll use nowhere to hide to find if we've got any others hiding in the area. Well, that was quick. Hello, Quanta Young. The fact that he's leading me this way tells me that the rest of his team is probably also still over there in that region. And I'm pretty sure I just heard another boom totem being turned on. Yep. What do we got? You are hiding up here, looks like. Oh, well that's just unfortunate for you, dude. Hi. Fucking jump scare Quanta Young. So you're going over here to this next one. Just like right here. It's happening. Somebody siphoned a lot out of that guy. Let's kick this generator and see if anybody's hiding. Stuff this. Somebody got him off. There's my buddy. Hello, Vittorio. Yep. You're just getting fucking knocked down here. We'll take you for the nearest hook, which is going to be hook here. And we'll go ahead and hang you up. Go check this generator out. State my progress. No. Yeah, I saw you leave that illusion there, dude. Come on. Let's not play games here. Ooh. Yeah, nah. You gotta get hit for that one, buddy. We're gonna go this way. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You're not getting the pallet off on me. Although your friend might, actually. If they're around. I don't think they are, though. It's just the gamble I've got to take, unfortunately, is that he didn't have a friend handy. Now then, we have to find Mr. Blight. Down to 3 generators. This one's been blocked. Well, let's be honest here. I did see his aura over there. So we're gonna immediately come over here. Somebody's got to go for the unhook here. I heard that boom hit. Yeah, he's still over there. I'm more worried about this unhook though. Yeah, I'm not tunneling him. Yep, hi Vittorio. I was gonna say, did he forget who he's up against or something? Buddy, come on, you can't be this dunce. Alright, where'd your friend go? Bother this generator. Hi, buddy. Yeah, go on. So, hey Dwight, you want to talk about it, buddy? I gotta give it to him. That was clean. Unfortunately, not clean enough. I could still see his aura from, oh, whatever its name is. The hunter one. I can't remember. What I do remember is... I'm gonna kick this generator. Discovered for me some boys. Hello, boys! Yes, and Vittorio doubles back to go to the unhook. Because he's a lovely chap. Go on, buddy. Somebody else gets the unhook. I was gonna say, I did see you. In all of your big, blue, beautiful glory. Continue the same way. Yep, and he's down. Unfortunately, that was a really long lunge. I was expecting that one to miss, to be honest. But we take the wins where we get them. As you're coming out here and you're going right back on the hook. I gotta give it to you. That was good, Quantillo. Not good enough though. Yeah, so we're just gonna take you for a bit of a walk here, and then we're still gonna get you with the down here. Yeah, I'll bet you didn't know that rock did that actually. He vaults it. Ooh, that was unfortunate. But I am dedicated to this Quantillo, so wherever he's gone, I want him. Sorry, I'm not reading chat all that much. Oh, I forgot there's a hitbox over these. That you can't shoot over. Somebody's going for an unhook. Oh my god! That can't be allowed. Quickly, scatter! Hello, Dwight. The generators just open the doors, is what they do. Somebody popped there. So I don't have a very strong regen here. Fortunately, I don't need a very strong regen. I just need to be Smart enough. I mean, smarter than my enemies. So, if that's highlighted, then odds are somebody's over here working with it. Yeah, I saw you. You ain't slick. There's the boon again. Don't need to worry, he's taking me exactly where I want to be. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so he's going right up on this hook here. And I'll know when they first touch the exit gates, because it makes a loud noise notification. Fortunately, he's going to get caught for this, and they're going to be in kind of deep shit when they go to touch that door, and it doesn't move. Like they're hoping it will. Because at this point, yep, there they go, popping the door. The fools. They're stuck here now. And now all they can do is hide until that goes away. Which... They healed him. Yep, I was gonna say, if they healed him, they gotta be opposite me. They're hoping to circle around to the other exit gate, or maybe to Quan Tai Yung, I'm not sure. Yep, there he is. Very good on hook play. They're a fool. Alright, about now it's up, so stuff that. Yeah, hi buddy. Yeah, at this point, what I really want to do is I just want to injure most of them. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, good weave, good weave. Yep. Hi, buddy. Adrenaline, that's good. Man, they lift your ass here. That's unfortunate for you. I guess they're... Yep. They're all going to that exit gate. They were hanging around to see if they could get the save. Unfortunately, they cannot, so they're all going to the exit gate. I'll take my one kill. What was the boon they brought? Serpo Healing, Illumination, and Shadow Step. Okay, that was pretty good. Unfortunately, I kept smashing their totem, so they didn't really get to get a whole lot of value out of it. But no, I'll give it to them. I felt its presence. That was pretty good. Three emblems of silver is not difficult to get. Alright. That's the first we're working on. Yeah.
All roads have led to this realm.
Yep. Hi, Sushi Girl. I know it's your it's your dinner time, isn't it, hon? I'll play one more and then I'm gonna go feed the cat and figure out something for dinner. So we'll be taking a brief intermission at that point. And we'll go ahead and... Damn. I was gonna bring that eye, but... Oh well. Third ward. This is either going to be good or bad. Not sure which. I can pick a shot in the dark gas that's on the inside of the chapel. Or well, I guess this is an asylum rather than a chapel. This one hasn't been touched. I was gonna say, I'll bet they're in here touching this generator, though. Hi, guys. We'll go ahead and smash it. Hi, Sable. Ooh, good poke one. Unfortunately, not good enough. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Oh, hey, Coon.
I've been waiting to join for a minute, but just talking about Dad and whatnot, and waiting for pizza to get done.
Fair enough. I gotta say, that was a good play.
Yeah.
I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming over on YouTube.
So why should you yell some good slurs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna.
Hey. Mm-hmm. I'm good. I gotta do it the right way.
Yep. Look at this guy. Yeah, I swapped in the Trickster's perk No Way Out for my my Deathslinger build, and I gotta be honest, I've been having some pretty good success with it. Yep, somebody let go of this generator. Given that I didn't hear fault noises. Yep, I guessed it. Well, guessed wrong. Somebody unhooked my Quentin. There's a Asadi. I should have pulled the trigger sooner. She falls down. Nope, she's just an idiot. Best thing to do here would have been to fall down, actually. Already? That's impressive. You guys didn't really got any time to breathe up. Yeah, so you gotta be missing some brain cells here, bud. You're not safe from being picked up. Yep, not surprising. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Howdy, wife. Howdy, kids. Oh, that almost connected. Yeah, no, you're getting tossed up on that hook, bud. You are a fool for letting me see you again. Yep. I saw that Sable. Nah, we're going for the Sable. He's got endurance for at least 6 or so seconds. Yep, she's down. So he healed himself. Probably distortion. EMS just pops over there. Got it. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. You're not actually who I was after. I wanted the other girl. Yeah, no, you're dead. You're just dead here. This is deeply unfortunate for you, but you are just dead. Did she put herself down? I think she did. Nope. She got downed by the deep wound I inflicted. Golly, these guys start very good. I don't know. That was a plot twist or something. Oh, she screamed, right? So maybe the Jeff helped her. Could be. Speaking of her Jeff, there is her Jeff on the second floor. Oh, there's the Jeff. Yeah, I just want the one. I do need that. My union mandated. I do need the one. Where's your Sable? Where is she? She better come on quick. Really? Really? Where the fuck is she? Where is she? Where the fuck? Save all. Go get your boyfriend. Oh, where'd you go? Really? You're not gonna get him. Really? You're not gonna get him at all. Go get him! Get him! Yes. I can take your lickings. You're getting hooked for that. You're getting hooked for that. You should have come back for your Jeff. That was very inconsiderate. Oh, did he have a... He did have his perk. Oh, that's nice. Yep, and there he goes, completing a generator. Lucky shit, lucky shit. Alright, now... Put this up. Nope, he's self-healed. That's good. Excuse me. Where'd she go? Chat? Where'd it go? There you go. I just want to make sure the Sable doesn't get out. Yeah, wherever she was self-healing. Yeah, I don't care about him. I want the Sable. For her leaving him there, I want the Sable. Yep. I think I can unlock this. Nope. We'll separate. That's a pretty cool dude. That guy's getting props. I can't believe his Sable just ditched him. What a cruel lady. Let's go ahead and finish leveling up first. As best I can, anyway. Jesus. Coon, you got any plans for the evening?
Oh, not really.
That's fine.
The door has
Yep. I'll be back here in a minute. I'm gonna go check down something to eat, feed the cat.
Okay. Pizza honestly hit the spot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm back. Dinner's got.
Hmm.
What happened for you? Well, Mr. Coon, what are you up to?
YouTube at the moment. Ugh.
I feel that.